Harper and Harper Audio present The Witch of Wolshin Lake by Lena Jeong. Performed by Greta Jung. Dedicated to Na Young. Chapter 1. Normally, when Mirae heard the palace women call softly into her chamber just after sunrise and heave in a surashang spread of steamed fish, 12 side dishes, soup, and scorched rice tea, she would rise bleary-eyed out of bed and devour her breakfast. In the year since she'd ascended the throne, she'd quickly learned that she needed all the energy she could muster to make it through yet another rigorous day as Seolla's youngest and most inexperienced queen. But this morning, Mirae had already been up for hours and sat fully dressed in the garments left out for her the night before, specifically chosen for that day's ceremony. While her attendants set up the various tables for her meal, Mirae finished fixing a large braided wig to the top of her head, a heavy adornment she always wore when conducting official business. As soon as the palace women were finished, Mirae nodded for them to leave. Although it was an unconventional thing for the High Queen to ready herself in the morning, the palace servants had become accustomed to her way of doing things, and no longer protested her deviances from tradition. As for Mirae, being at the entire queendom's beck and call at all hours of the day had made her protective of whatever alone time she could steal. When she was by herself again, Mirae turned her attention back to the spread of torjam before her. She'd spent nearly half an hour just trying to choose which of the vibrant hair pieces to pin to her wig, a decision that never usually took this long. She was still undecided when a familiar voice echoed down the hallway outside her chamber.
3 hours to herself and she still isn't ready?
She heard a man outside groan to the guard at the door.
Does my Nunim realize she isn't just a crown princess anymore? She can't be late to these royal engagements. Lollygagging is my job now.
It is exactly as you say, Seja Choha, the Wanhua responded obligingly, as she did almost every morning.
Really? I don't know what she'd do without me.
Hongbin huffed, and then waited for the soldier to wryly reply. You are utterly unappreciated, Seja Choha.
Indeed I am.
Mirae didn't even turn around when she heard the silkscreen doors to her chamber slide open, and Hongbin's feet stomp indignantly across the bamboo floor.
What's taking so long, Nunim?
Her younger brother practically bellowed as he approached.
The oracles will be here in just a few hours, and you're not even dressed.
Mirae raised an eyebrow and gestured to the resplendent hanbok draping her body, replete with a pale green tangi and deep plum chima. Calm down, it's not like I'm sitting here naked.
I wish the same could be said for your hair,
Hongbin said with a grimace. His own dark tresses were pulled into a smooth bun. Capping it was a small golden coronet pierced with a dragon-tipped pina that complemented the golden flecks of his deep blue hanbok. In short, Hongbin was, as usual, perfectly put together. My hair has been a bit of an ordeal this morning, Mirae admitted, and gestured to the slew of ornaments glittering in front of her. I could really use your discerning eye. Hongbin let out a dramatic huff before collapsing next to her.
Well, what choice do I have? We can hardly trust you to manage this simple task on your own.
Mirae ignored his jab, knowing full well it was all a performance for the benefit of the palace women and guards listening in. This was hardly the first time her younger brother had swooped into the queen's chambers, uninvited, when he suspected that Mirae needed his rousing support. Sure enough, as soon as he could speak at a normal volume without being overheard by anyone outside, Hongbin finally dropped his charade.
Rough morning?
He asked quietly. He gestured to Mirae's uneaten breakfast. She nodded and let out a sigh. I can't say I'm looking forward to today. Hongbin nodded sympathetically.
One thing I've learned recently is how tedious royal duties can be.
It's not just that.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?